Hi, welcome to my new channel. My name is JV. I am an aspiring actress and I like to make commentary type videos. I wanted to start this one off with a film because I watched this movie and was just like,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
that was it. Okay. And I felt like it would be a good start for this channel. So yeah, I hope you like this video and stick around to maybe want to watch more in the future. So I'm gonna start off with listing off the characters in order of least to favorite. Um, my least to my favorite. Help. Um, just because it feels like easier for me personally. So we're gonna start with our main girl, Haley. Our main girl, our final girl, love to see it, but we don't love to see her because she is just so boring. Like, I really didn't connect with her character at all, and I feel like this wouldn't have been as much as a gripe as it was with other characters that are in this movie that are also very boring. If she wasn't the final girl, like, hello. Okay. Um, it it was just lacking some boom. Like, I needed something. I needed something good. Like, give me something, please. Um, and this is really no shade, by the way, to the people who performed and acted and filmed and starred in this movie. This is all shade to the writers because, like, ChatGPT, like, what is good? Like, let's box. No, seriously. Um, this movie just lacked any sort of sense in writing and anything, like any personality. It was completely devoid of that. And you know, horror movies tend to be very saturated with these kind of boring, just run-of-the-mill slasher films. This is haunted slasher. I consider it more of a slasher because of the concept that I will be describing later. But yeah, so like, it was giving nothing. We have Haley and then we have Grant, who Haley and Grant, they are exes. They don't like each other. Haley doesn't seem to like Grant very much. Nobody seems to like Grant because Grant is insufferable. He is the worst character in the movie. He's just genuinely so annoying. And his annoyingness, his ignorance doesn't even make sense for the film. Which I will get into later on. I don't understand why they wrote him this way because it doesn't even make like any logical sense. Like, a human wouldn't react the way he reacts. But Grant, I guess he isn't human, and his name's Grant. So, and then we have Madeline, Lucas, and Elise, which I'm grouping them together because they're all so boring. Like, there's nothing interesting or fascinating or unique or like, there's nothing show-stopping about these characters. They're just fine. Elise dies within the first 20 minutes of the movie, so we don't even really get much of her character at all. Yeah, and then the best characters for me personally are Paige and Paxton. I loved both of the actors' performance in this movie. Paxton is my favorite character of this because he did give personality. He gave, you know, some funniness. He was the funny character, the funny guy, which I do usually appreciate characters like this in horror movies. I feel like they bring personality where the rest of the cast is lacking, the rest of the characters are lacking, and so, you know, that's why I value them. Paige should have been our final girl. Should have been our final girl, which I'll get into that later. Everything's gonna be gotten to later. So yeah, I feel like Paige personally should have been the final girl, just more because, like, she had a genuine connection to the plot, which was a good thing about this movie. The one of three good things in this movie. Hip hip hooray, you did something right. Cool. So let's get into the plot. Basically, the movie is about a group of young adults who find a haunted box of tarot cards. Now, you may ask me, how does a box of tarot cards get haunted? Easy. We got the classic case of, hey, woman gets offed in terrible way in 1778 and haunts this box, but she held so close to her. Apparently, the woman got accused of being a witch, which if you practice it, like, doesn't that technically make you a witch? They were like, oh, she was like falsely accused. But like, I feel like, nah, like, Shawty, you doing that magic, you are a witch. Obviously she didn't deserve to, you know, get spelunked for it, but she did, and because like, or else we wouldn't have the movie, duh. But yeah, so I don't know. It's fine. Like, we've heard this same plot like 30 bajillion times. I think there are better forms of it, like scary stories to tell in the dark. Ate that up. They ate that version up. Tara was like, "Ooh, let me have a bite," and the bite was like not the corner, it wasn't the middle, it was a crumb, and they threw it back up, and that was taro. So let's get into my problems with the movie. So my first problem is, again, the characters are so boring. Like, where's the fun? Like, come on, girls. Like, okay, please help. Thank you. The exposition was not there. Like my waist. The exposition was not there. Nowhere to be seen. I was looking for it. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna like get into the kills. 20 minutes into the movie, Elise gets killed. Girl, I don't even know your last name. Like, I don't know your character establishment. I don't know if you and Paige are dating, so I can be like, be who you are. I don't know any of this because we don't, and I get it. Like, okay, we're gonna progress into the movie. We're gonna learn more about the characters, but we don't learn a single thing about why they are the way they are besides Haley, which will, stay with me, we'll get into that later. We don't learn anything about these characters, and that's like so annoying to me because it's just like, okay, so I'm just sitting here watching people die. Oh, okay. And so my second problem with this movie is that the kills are just like boring. Like, okay, like I like slashers. I like slashers. I actually have like my son Chuck Wavy is right here. Like, I like me a slasher film. The problem is when the whole point of the slasher is for the kills to be good, for the kills to be creative. Like, if Chucky were to get up and jump and attack me and knock me in here, and then I would fall and like break my neck on this table, that would be creative, I think. And then he would say like a quick-witted joke, you know, about beauty is pain, because it's a, so yeah, if you're gonna make a slasher movie, make a slasher movie. I want to see blood, I want to see guts. But no, we didn't get any of that. It was just like, oh, okay, Slay, like, oh, bye.
Yeah. Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
Like, hope. So in the beginning of the movie, Haley, which we learned her mom dies, and she gets into spirituality because of that. She thinks, you know, she's like, okay, everything happens for a reason. These cards and the stars, they all align and help us and do whatever zodiac girls believe in. Don't come for me, don't hex me, please. um but you know, she gets into it because of that. Okay, slay, cute, whatever. It doesn't, like, there's really no connection. I didn't feel anything for her. I was like, okay. But as she's giving everybody their readings, it is subtle. subtle foreshadowing of the way the characters are gonna die. I'm not gonna like. There's like 6 characters in this movie, and it's literally just as basic as, for example, um, Paige gets told you may feel like you're getting pulled in 2 different directions. Miss Girl gets karate chopped by a magician in a box. That's what they did. It's really that simple. All of the characters get told things that basically are like, oh. And what's so annoying to me, about Grant, I'm trying my hardest not to bring him up because he's the most annoying part of this whole movie is that 2 people have been offed, and Grant still, obviously, like I said, Haley has given them specific readings that directly correlate to how they have passed away. Yet Grant is like, I don't think the zodiac thing is real. Please be quiet. Please stop it. Like, you can't do this anymore. There comes a point where you're being annoying. And that's literally that's what he is. He's annoying. But yeah, so it just doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like if 2 of your friends, after getting their tarot cards read, die in the same way that your ex-girlfriend reads them, I would either be like, she might be haunting that tarot box next. Because, like, what's up with that? Like, why are you like, what are you doing? Why are you putting hexes and curses on my friends? But clearly he doesn't care about his friends because he's a jerk. And I feel like Grant gives me the vibes that he's only friends with them because he was with Haley, and now he's like somewhat close to Paxton, and now is only friends with them because it's like, oh, there's 2 other guys here, so I'll just like chill here. That's the kind of vibes he gives me, and his name is Grant. Sorry for going on a tangent. I just don't like this character. I really don't. But yeah, so yeah, the kills are fine, and there's nothing remotely interesting about them. It's like, seriously, there's nothing remotely interesting about them. Let's go ahead and get into my 3rd problem with this movie, and that's that the ending was tragic. It was truly tragic. So Haley does give a reading to herself, and an important thing to note is that she says, "Love's gonna be the death of me," which, cute. I love that line. That's a really cool line. Besides the fact that that doesn't happen. I don't even know why I'm here, sitting here still talking about this, like, obviously. The ending is so weird. Like, if she's fighting off this monster, and which I think it's death, and she's like, wait a minute, death doesn't mean, oh wait, hold on, death doesn't mean that I have to die. It just means it's a new beginning, a new chapter. And then everything around her, fades away, and then Grant comes back, and she's like, Grant, I didn't know you were alive. And then he's like, yeah, come here. Yeah. But that's like the general vibe that I'm getting, because it's like, okay, it would be cool, like, I'd be fine with that ending if there was something that was dying, like the death, like, what is dying? So you're not dying, Grant's not dying, Paxton didn't die. He shows up a little bit later in the movie when they escape the house. What is dying? Like, what died? your blandness, your boringness. I hope you left this experience with some personality, like you would think if you lost someone, you would gain some sort of personality, but she did. Anyways, so yeah, like there was just nothing fascinating or like interesting. So what died? Like seriously, like Shadi, what died? Nothing. I don't think anything died. Um, so yeah, those were my main problems with the movie. Um, it was kind of hard, like honestly, it was kind of hard to talk about this movie because it was like literally giving nothing. But obviously, like I said, this is a new channel. I am new to making these kinds of things. Obviously, I love film and I've done film in the past, but nothing like commentary. It would be a lot easier to react to memes personally, but you know, I wanted to start here. This movie is bland, it's boring, it's a light five. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, it is just fine. If this is something that you want to throw on in the background, like that's what I would recommend to watch it as. I love watching bad horror movies, and I thought this was gonna be one of them. It was just, it said, oh, like everything good about a horror movie. It said, mm-mm. So yeah. Um, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. If you like me, if you like me and you want to see more of this kind of content, like let me know. And if you don't mind, maybe like subscribe or something. Because I do plan on posting more. I plan on posting every Friday. It's not guaranteed what I'm gonna be talking about in the future. There are many things I'd love to talk about, like film, TV, and just like things in the commentary space in general. So if that's something you would like to say, then like hit me up. Let me know. No, but seriously, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.